Hey, good day. My name's Bob Reynolds. I have a brief here that I've been working on. I made a video for just a short introduction. Um, I'm representing a combination of three different healing modalities that I was forced into to basically maintain my health. And what I've done is I've started a school over here, and then I'm going to start engaging people into that are concerned about health. Here is the areas that this program covers. And what I wanted to get to is down here. We're all aware of the spike protein, and we should now all be aware of the amount of toxic laden skies that we are being involved with. Okay, and now before all that stuff came along, we already had health issues that were suppressing our health. Okay. My health journey started 30 years ago. I got sick from a vaccine, and so I went alternative healing now for 30 years. Of the last 4 or 5 months, I've had to go back and do an extensive research because of some new evidence coming up with not just the spike protein, but some other self-assimilating nanobots inside of our body, combining with the metal. My background, real quick, is I was a nuclear submariner, a former submarine, specializing in nuclear chemistry, radiation protection. I was an instructor, supervisor. I later became an environmental protection health specialist with a degree in organizational management. I was a health inspector for close to 8 years. And lately, like I say, the last several years, especially this last, since COVID took off, I've taken all that that I had research abilities, and I've developed this curriculum, if you will, that I'm going to get out to people. And it's very simple. I know it looks really complex. It is because it's bringing together three different types of healing programs and meshing them into a lifestyle that would dissolve plastics in our body and blood and extract them from our brain, the metals collecting in our brain. And there's plenty of evidence. And that is the flip side of this report that I've got for us here is, I believe, at the bottom. So I put the answers. Okay, don't bring me a problem if you don't have a solution, is my motto. I don't like to bring fear. So what I've done here is I've prepared a solution, okay, to cover the three main areas of the spike protein, the damage on the body, the chemicals being sprayed on us and in our food, and then the pre-existing foundational health problems that we were having before. And what I've done is I've packaged that all together and overlaid those programs in this really easy to see graphic like roadmap, time map, and what else. And I've even broken it down to where as you're going through the program, if you are involved in the school, these will be the modules and the topics that I'll be discussing. And here is all the research of the spike protein. And there's links in this to where you can go and look at those reviews. And at the beginning here is, again, all the prognosis and all the helpful information for spike protein. Uh, this is the contacts to where if you have the availability in your area to where you could actually go to these clinics that actually like a dialysis machine that will actually filter the goop out of your blood, then ozonate it and send it back into your body. I believe that it's fairly affordable for the health it does for the body. I haven't done that yet. I've just learned about it. And then let's see. So what do we have here? We have the spike proteins, and then we have this kind of fell. Oh, then we have the metals, the hydrogels, and the nanobots. And here's the facilities again to do that. Here are, if you don't, or if you're not able to go to those facilities, it's okay because there are supplements that we can be taking for both the spike protein. And it's not, and it seems overwhelming at first, but as you review, you'll realize it all comes together. So we have the spike protein supplements. We have the supplements for drawing out the metals and the nanobots from us. Two different things here, the hydrogels. And then we have the program prior to that that we want to be working on. And this is all mapped out here. It's connected to Helda Clark. Because I've been researching and actually doing Helda Clark's programs for over 30 years, along with several other programs. This actually goes into the highlights of that program. Okay, I'm going to kind of just skim through here fast. And it goes through basically what this process shows you and teaches you is it's more detailed. Now, at the end is all the research information. If you want to go in here and listen to what these New World Order people have been saying for years about infusing our bodies with their synthetic biology, it's all here. And it's not stuff that's going to happen. This has actually already happened. Okay, here they're talking all the proof and what's happened that the spike protein, it's like a high-tech fungus. It's like a prion, which is what's mad cow disease. And so this is research that the spike protein is actually shedding off the people that haven't been vaxxed. So it really, at this point, the vaccine people will have more to deal with than the non-vaxxed, but the spike protein itself is spreading, and it's important because the spike protein is causing specific damage in the brain. This has all been proven. And so there's no hypothetical. This isn't about fear. That's why I showed you the prognosis stuff first. But I think in understanding and bringing understanding to what these doctors and the tests have been revealing of what's happened, that understanding will help to give us inspiration. It'll help to give us motivation to not be overwhelmed and to actually start developing a lifestyle that protects us from what is happening. Okay, spike protein in the brain. Okay, so I have this. I don't want to go through it all here. It goes over microscopic analysis going on inside the vials, inside the blood, and inside the air. Okay, I've brought together all the research from people who have all the equipment and the research for the turbo cancers, for the spike protein, for the clots. Okay, this is all a huge report I've done for what's going on in the air that died suddenly. All right, let me see. I want to get to the bottom. I don't want to just race through this, but I don't want to bore people either. Okay, here's where it starts getting into the blood. These people have been virologists for over 30 years. These are people I'm networking and linking with, Dr. Group. Okay, this report will be available. And here's it broke down into the basic links and the supplements needed, okay? That's just a brief. It's all real simple right here. And we're going to start a group that's going to help each other work through this, okay? I'm not a doctor. I cannot give any advice, but I can show you all of this I have done, and I can share with you what I've done only for people that's not so much searching for health, but are people that are wanting to engage in their own self-care. I can help you with that legally. So if this right here, if you want this report, I don't know if I'm just going to give it out because it's overwhelming, but it is going to be chunked up in pieces in the school over there where I can share and help and teach people to go through with it. All righty, well, hey, name's Bob Reynolds. Need to get in touch with me over on Facebook. It's a pleasure to know all y'all and anybody that's concerned and don't know how to talk about the big white elephant. I mean, the big pink elephant and the purple elephant and the gray. We have all these elephants in the room that nobody's wanting to talk about. It's taboo. And so I'm going to break that taboo. And I just want to make this recording for some of the people that I specifically care deeply about, family and friends. And hope this helps. And I just want to say that I hope it doesn't, I hope that I hope there's more hope than there is fear. How's that? You have a great day.